Today it's Monday, September 8, 2025. This is a CL63. What have we done till now, Omar? What he confirmed the customer? What's the plan?
Customer accept all the job.
All the job, and it's specific to know what. This was the one with the thermostat that...
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever you mentioned, the job code only I'm not remember, but he accept all the job. And,
All right.
When I say to the intake manifold,
We have
This
to
one.
check also for the power steering fluid, and we have to check also both solenoids, one on the pump, one down on the steering rack. That's what I remember.
yeah.
All
And
right.
as I already informed you,
We had a conversation about the top mounts that they're selling all the shock absorber, all the... Oh boy. All right. Then you give me the intake manifold,
Yes.
and that's what's all about the video today. Today is about the intake manifold, not this one. I'll show you. Let's walk inside of the engine. All right, Omar. Thank you very much. We're gonna make another video when it comes to the rest of the parts. For now, it's fine. All right. Let's go inside. Let's get inside. All right. The intake manifold. The intake manifold. There's a part number there. Yeah. Oh, it's supposed to have another part number. No, it's not there. No, there you go. That's the part number of the intake manifold. All right, there you go. 1 second. Let me pull it out. You see that the intake manifold's never been installed anywhere. There is no marks. There are no threads for the fuel rail. There are no marks on the flange down there. Let me take it out, place it on the paper, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. You know, I wish from one side it's good thing. If you're asking me, it's not making any hurt. Actually, you extend the life. From the other hand, for me it's more time. But yeah, it's okay. I'm not against that. All right, let me take it out. First thing, priorities, right? I don't want to make a single scratch on the manifold. The manifold is brand new. Peerbook, AMG. Okay. Don't ask me what is that. That's how we receive it. Fine. It's, I mean, you can see it's not painted. It has a little bit of zinc at the top. All right. Even here, where is the PCV? It does have a threads here inside. It does have a threads here. Where is the rail? It does have a threads here as well. And same thing also here. Focus, stupid thing. Same thing also here. There is no, with one hand tassos. Here where we have the plugs for the throttles, it looks beautiful. A new one. That's what you're expecting to see, right? After all. The wiring. Which date's the wiring? January 2019, right? I guess. Fine. All right. Now, what's the plan? Let me make it upside down. Let's make it. Let's watch it also from this side. All right, that's nice and clean and new. Keep the cover here, no need. Like that. Here we have obviously new O-ring. This O-ring is good. It's not like the other one. All right. New plastic things. Fine. New check valve, obviously. All right, lovely. What I'm doing, this hole here, I'm threading it before you put the PCV, before you put it in the engine. Why? Because a pain in the butt. When you have it down here, outside, it's easy. When you install it on the car, it's a pain in the butt to make the threads. The bolt itself, it makes the threads. The same thing also for the rail. This has been designed, but it's much better to do that out and not in the car. Let me make it upside down. And this is how does it looks like upside down. Now, you're gonna tell me, Tassos, why you're touching a brand new intake manifold? What's the catch here? You have seen that in the past. That's not the first time. All right. It's not the first time. What I'm doing, the most people that are getting a brand new intake manifold, we are painting the intake manifold for them after a request. I'm not doing it by my own. If they said to me, you know what, please, can you paint it for me? Yes, I will, gonna do it. Just to extend the life of the intake manifold, all right? That's the only reason why. Not nobody will gonna see the manifold, nobody will gonna understand that it's been painted. This is just only purely to have a longer life, to have more life of the manifold. Don't come in powder, all right? Now, the plugs for the throttles, I'm removing them with this way. I don't want to hurt these pieces. You just slide like this. You remove the boot, you remove the intake temperature sensor, you remove also this one. Let me open it to show you. And once again, when it's new, the intake manifold, it doesn't have a Loctite. There's no Loctite on the bolts. The things, when you open it after 10, 12 years and you see something like Loctite, it's the powder from the magnesium that it's stuck to the steel bolt. That's what it is. Let me open these bolts and then I'm gonna show you. I remove the intake temperature sensor and you see that it has a Vaseline on it. You remember back in the days when I was using Vaseline all the time. That's what they're using also when they're putting it together. You see the same thing here has a Vaseline and the same thing has also here. Vaseline. Yay, it's not good only for the transmissions. Alright, that's why I'm using it. Now, usually I'm using both hands, not only one. I just want to make my point. Alright, that there is no Loctite on the bolt from the factory. Alright. In none of the bolts. Alright, let me use both hands. I don't want to make any mark on the bolts, but as you can see here, as you can see down on the floor, that none of the bolts have Loctite from the factory. It's like that. You can't put Loctite if the threads are F up, if the intake manifold comes apart, you can put one drop, you know, to be safe than sorry. But when you take it out and you see some marks on the bolts, this is the magnesium powder. That's what it is. Let me take it out to see how it looks like inside. Opening the lower cover, we don't see any mark anywhere. That's lovely. The throttles are nice and clean inside. It looks nice. 1 second, turn on the light. Yep. Looks nice. Nobody has touched the bolts. Alright, this is Vaseline. What you see over here, like where else you're gonna see Vaseline? You're gonna see Vaseline. They have this white piece here, and here they have like a Vaseline. Don't ask me why it's like that. Always like that. And this, yeah. So what needs to be done? Need to go to wash it because it has the lubrication. Need to wash with detergent to come completely dry. And that's what you see. It's a zinc at the beginning. This is the magnesium that you can see. It's one very light film. And the same thing also on this plate. Same thing also on this. Alright. This, the classic magnesium, aluminum, zinc. Alright. Production 2014. The plate. This is the stamp of the plate. Don't ask me why it's like that. You're gonna have different production date. Let us say for the outer housing, this house, the flange, this one. This has a stamp somewhere. You always here. You can see again magnesium, aluminum, zinc. This also this 2014. Nice. The pipe is gonna have a different production date. All right. The throttles. It's not one piece. That's what I'm saying. It's not all at the same year. Some of them they will gonna be. This has a stamp. Yes, to 2014. Okay, magnesium, aluminum, zinc. Yay. By the way, by which way? By this way. By the way, the insulation, the foam, this stupid thing that comes back over here and here, back over here and front here, this is the front one, this is the rear one, right? I'm cancelling it. I'm not installing it, because usually this sponge that has front and back, it's collecting moisture, water, all right, and then you see some corrosion here and there. If you see some videos, it's missing completely one end from this side or from the other side. Not from the other side, because it sits somewhere here. The front one is different. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint it. You can see also Vaseline here. Yep, everywhere. It's not nothing bad with that. This is when you're closing it to sit properly the seal, because this seal they inject it first, then it cures, and then it goes into this. It's not been, they didn't inject it and then they close it and then became one. All right, and I have to remove also the fitting back over here. Lovely, let me do that. Yeah, you're gonna be done tomorrow, not today. So what are you gonna see? You're gonna see exactly the same intake manifold when it comes the time, and when they're gonna install it, the guys, I'm gonna make a video, and then you're gonna see that the bottom one is gonna be painted. This from where you can understand that it's been painted, the manifold. But after the installation, you're gonna be able to see it. Not that much. I have the same video before, and I think that we have ship intake manifold before, and before we ship it, the owner, the customer, the new customer of the intake, the new owner of the intake manifold, he asked us to paint it, and that's what we did. Nothing wrong with that. All good. That's what we're gonna do now. Anything else? No, nothing else. This is mostly for the intake manifold. When we're gonna get also the rest of the parts and we're gonna start working on the car, I'm gonna make another video. That's it for now. And I need to remember to point the intake manifold. I'm gonna point on the stickers once again for the wiring. I'm gonna show you everything. Just only gonna be painted the bottom of the manifold. All right, all the rest is gonna be the same. Even if the customer here, it's even better, because I'm not gonna have to make a video. If he comes here and he see with his eyes, it's gonna be amazing. That's it. Small update. Thank you. I'm pausing it now because I have to go washing it, paint it, and then tomorrow they're gonna cure. Then I'm gonna install it. Thank you very much.